What the hell is going on in the transfer market right now? The last thing I expected was to see these two become rivals, but the rumors that Real Madrid want Nico Williams actually low-key make sense. Not only is he Spanish and young, like Real Madrid are prioritizing, but he's obviously not as good as Mbappe or Vinny, so we couldn't really complain coming off the bench like Rodrygo could. That's why Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal have to get their money ready ASAP. Real Madrid value him at around 90 to 100 million euros. If he went to Arsenal, I'd assume he'd get the number 10 and that Kai Havertz would still be their starting striker. If he went to Chelsea, I'd assume Estevao or Pedro Neto would start on the bench. And then if he went to Liverpool, I'd assume Luis Diaz would be on a plane to Barcelona. That's because even though Laporta said nothing is impossible when it came to Erling Haaland, rumors have surfaced that Luis Diaz is actually their #1 target this summer, which is kind of strange unless they see him as someone who can transition into becoming a number 9, or they're just gonna have a savage come off the bench. Atletico are being linked to a different Liverpool player. Darwin Nunez definitely fits their vibe, but I don't really understand with Julian Alvarez and Sorloth already there. They're also being linked to Emi Martinez, who's valued at around 47 million euros by Aston Villa, which again, I don't really understand why you would do that when Joan Garcia is available for just like 15 million euros if Espanyol get relegated. This is pretty interesting though. We really need to keep an eye out on Fabio Silva this summer. Dortmund, Leverkusen, and Frankfurt, they're all seriously interested in him depending on what happens with their strikers. Liverpool's Kwanzaa is attracting interest from the Bundesliga as well as other English clubs. Como are set to trigger the 30 million euro release clause of Yeremai. Bayern look like they've agreed a 4-year deal with Jonathan Tah. And then Brighton have secured the signing of a new center back. Other news today includes Pep crying after De Bruyne's last game at City, who also got both a statue and a mosaic at the training ground. And then this is the Athletics team of the season. Dude, there's 4 PSG players and no Lamine Yamal. Anyways, there's so much going around right now in the world of football, so if you want to stay updated, just come back tomorrow.